Hey, so PewDiePie just dropped the N-word in one of his live streams, and I wanted to get my feedback because this is a topic that's interesting to people. I like to talk about interesting things. But I started a poll on Twitter that asked people, is it okay to use the N-word? Like, is that fine to say that out of anger in a video game or not? And somebody responded saying, hey, haven't you ever used, words like this out of anger? And I have used the F word out of anger, but never the N-word. I don't know what I, as a white person, can really say about this specifically because I don't know what real racism is like. Like, I've never experienced it. But one thing I'd like to say to a lot of white guys is we don't really have a place to be saying those words. And I know this makes you feel like really cringy, or it makes you angry that you can't just say whatever you want. You start talking about freedom of speech and crap. But it's not like you're not allowed, like we'll send you to jail if you say it. It's just it's such an uncool thing to say, and it doesn't really make you cool to say it. You may feel cool, you may feel like you're a rebel or whatever, but there's so many other ways to be a rebel and to be respectable as your own independent person than trying to stomp on people because they're a certain race. You're not trying per se to make an entire race feel like crap by saying that word, but a lot of times, a lot of people in that race who are often subjected to that word as if it's a negative thing, and we all know what I'm talking about, let's not pretend. There's better ways to address your anger, obviously. I myself need to work on my F word use, because there's a lot of people who are gay who don't like that use. And while we didn't enslave a bunch of gay people in our past, they've still gone through an enormous amount of oppression. The whole point of me saying this is when you have an audience of young people, me among many others, we should try to lead more by example, especially with the language and the treatment that we express towards others who are groups that are already getting hounded, that are already being targeted and unfairly treated. So what I'm saying in all this is that we should be mad at PewDiePie. This is not the first time that PewDiePie has done something like this. The sign that he paid people to hold up. You know the sign that I'm talking about. I can't even really say it because this is supposed to be a clean video, but it's a really messed up sign, and he thought I was a joke. And he says he's not, discriminative towards people of races, but he keeps doing things like this. I know to a lot of you guys that he's your hero or whatever, but if one of the most controversial YouTubers, one of the most hated YouTubers, doesn't even drop the N-word out of anger, and one of the most loved YouTubers does, there's a problem. I'm the one who's supposed to be doing these things, not the most loved person. Because people have lost their entire careers for using that word, especially out of anger. Anyway, the saving element to this is that PewDiePie didn't use it in reference to actual black people. He just used it. So it wasn't quite as offensive as it could have been, okay? But the fact that we're using this word with the hard ER, that is very, very damaging to a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people of the black culture and the African background where their skin is darker. I've seen a lot of them talk about that. And the pain that they express, having been called that themselves because of their skin color, you can't understand it. And because you can't understand it, you should at least give them the basic decency to not say the word. Can you not do that? Thank you for watching. I'm not saying unsubscribe from PewDiePie or anything like that. I'm not saying boycott PewDiePie or anything like that. I'm just trying to spread awareness. This is a really hurtful thing. Horribly hurtful. So, thank you for watching. Bye.